have a. Wait. So when did the Osmos 360 come out?
I believe it was last month, but I can double confirm on that. Just a second.
Okay. And they saw the footage, right?
Yep, they did saw the footage, yeah. So somehow or other, last month was the release date for the Osmo 360.
Okay.
But unfortunately for U.S. Region, the particular model is not been released yet due to some issues that has been going on.
Right.
That is in regards to the, that is in parallel with the Mavic 4 Pro as well.
Right.
So there are some things that we are going, that we are trying to make sure that we are trying to do to make sure that our new products can be released in United States.
Got it.
But for some reason, but for the time being, it is not available. But yeah, if you would like, you can definitely purchase it from our official.
But wait, let me ask you. I didn't. That's fine. I'm sorry to cut you off. I didn't quite get what the issue was. Like, what did they find again? They duplicated everything that I had done?
Yeah, they did duplicate the output issues from your end as well. So they mentioned that for some reason the issue still persists from our end, and the engineering team is trying to perform some kind of troubleshooting step, whether software-wise or hardware-wise,
Right.
both on the Osmo 360 and the DJI Studio itself. So to make sure that the output should be in the preferred output that you wanted.
Got it.
For 4K, the rendered output should be 4K as well.
It should be 4K as well. Or if you do 8K, it should be 8K, right? So wait, aside from, are you part of the engineering team?
Unfortunately, I'm not. I'm just tech, customer support that
Let me
information.
let me ask you another
engineering side,
question.
yeah.
That's fine. Are they,
Sure.
when they run their test, are they testing to see when uploading footage to YouTube too? Because that's where everything's downgraded, right? Like to where the downgrade happens.
I'm sorry, sir. Your line did break a bit. Could you repeat that again?
Are they running tests on YouTube too? Because the DJI Studio is downgrading the footage too.
All right. So they are performing such a testing as well. So to make sure that the output footage should be as how it's supposed to be on all platforms, including YouTube as well. Yeah.
Right. And why do they know why it's happening?
For the time being, they haven't confirmed yet what might be the issue is. So they are performing some testings. And once we do have an update, definitely we will update you accordingly. So that shouldn't be an issue.
But you said that they're pushing a new update to the software?
Right. So to make sure that the issue is able to resolve, so they are trying to check and see whether is it some kind of firmware issues or is there any other problems that might be leading to that. So that's where they are performing some testings for that.
I see. So what do I do in the meantime?
In the meantime, just hang on to it because I haven't got an official announcement from the engineering team yet what might be the issue is. Just give us some time, maybe 24 to 48 hours. Once we do have an official update,
so
then definitely we can update you accordingly.
Let me ask you something. Is it the camera or the DJI application? Which one which one needs to be updated?
Most likely it might be both. I'm
Both?
not quite sure yet because since Osmo 360 is a fairly new product, so maybe that might be just a update that needs to be done, or there should be some other resolution that the engineering team will come up with.
Got it. So they saw the footage and they saw that my footage was not 4K or 8K. It was like really low resolution, right?
That is right. Even in 4K, it looks like some or other on 1080 pixel.
Yeah.
And in 1080 pixel, it looked quite blurry. Yeah.
But you know what the problem is though? When you open your video footage in the DJI Studio application, it looks beautiful. It's like, oh my God, that's what I want. But then when you export it to another platform like YouTube or QuickTime, the footage is, you saw what you saw. It's really bad, right?
Right.
Yeah, so they have to, hopefully you can relay that back to the team too, that don't just look at the experience from the footage from the DJI platform, they have to open it in QuickTime. They have to put it in YouTube, because as you saw, it's not the full. It's downgraded, right?
Yeah. So that is very true.
Yeah.
So the engineering team is performing some troubleshooting. So once we have an update, definitely we can update you. Yeah.
What do you have? What kind of camera do you have?
Unfortunately, I don't have any. I'm planning to buy maybe an Action 5, but for the time being, I don't have any yet.
Nice. Yeah. Hopefully they give you a discount and then you can return it if it doesn't work out. But I saw some leaks. There's an Action 6 coming, right? Or no?
At the moment, I haven't had any official update yet.
Oh, okay.
But if it's been releasing, definitely there should be an update on our official website. So
Got it. So are they going to call me, or should I?
Most likely, I will be calling because once the testing has been done, they will advise us what needs to be done, and from there we will advise you accordingly what are the most likely the troubleshooting step to resolve those issues.
Okay. So worst case scenario, it's either the camera. Now, are you familiar with the DJI Studio application? Have you ever opened it or no?
I vaguely do know on that since it is quite a heavy application.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't have a platform to run it, but I do have a bit of a basic experience on that.
Oh, I see. Because I wanted to ask you about transitions, because I wanted to do like a cross dissolve. Like it allows you to import the footage, export the footage. But when you want to like transition, there are no transitions in the DJI Studio application.
Oh, understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe they can, since they're working on a fix to get everyone's footage going, maybe they can. That's a nice feature to have, the transition. So let's say if I go to the library, right, and then from the library I go to the park, it's just going to be a rough cut. So,
right.
Yeah, but also aside from features like rough cuts and cross dissolve, the whatchamacallit, the footage, the Osmo 360 footage. Also, I guess there must be a codecs missing or something, because even if I bring it into a Final Cut Pro, it's still the same thing. Mm-hmm. So whether it's the DJI editing software, whether it's Final Cut, or even the mobile application, it's not bringing everything with it for that full experience. You know what I mean?
That is, understand, sir, yeah. And just want to confirm with you, you are recording the footage in RAW or just an MP4 file?
No, I'm recording it in OSV. It saves it as an OSV file, the 360.
OSV file, understand.
Yeah, so it's saving it. I'll tell you what my settings are now. I'll turn on my camera so that, just to confirm. So I'm turning on the 360. Beautiful camera, though. Mm-hmm. It's beautiful, but I need more than just these good looks. I have 8K, 30 frames per second.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then that's for panoramic video.
For panoramic video.
For panoramic video. Panoramic video, 8K, 30 frames per second. And as you saw, it's only in 8K when you open it in the DJI Studio application. But once you export it outside of any other software, you saw for you. Did you see for yourself? Did you have a peek or?
Yeah, I did went through the videos. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
You did attach the Osmo 360 on an Avara too, right?
Yeah. Isn't that neat?
Right,
it can handle it. Right?
Yeah.
I didn't think that it could. I'm a little nervous because, the motors it feels like they're struggling. But,
right.
the Avata 2, no one's really come out with a kit for the motor upgrade. Only the Avata 1 had the motor upgrade. So, it can handle it.
But even so, were you having, did you feel any a struggle, or did the Avata 2 had a bit of a struggle?
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it again. Like literally, it couldn't. You know, I think the Avata 2 had better experience with the Action 5. With the 360,
Understand.
I think because of the angle and the way the weight distribution is, like it's more triangular, and the motors sound different. The motors are screeching when you have the 360 on there, but it was great footage until they make a drone that actually has a 360 camera on it. This will have to do, but I don't recommend doing it again. And if you do it, I would do it in sport mode, so the motors, are giving those rotations per minute, better and faster. But don't do it in normal
Right,
mode.
right.
Yeah, normal mode is too gentle, and you want those motors to be kicking in. But I haven't done it in manual mode. But I wouldn't recommend that either. But it's fun. It's a great it's a great camera. My friend Ken talked me into it. It's just too bad that I can't share the footage with all my friends or people on YouTube, followers, because everyone's saying, what is that, and it's an isolated experience where if you want to see the 4K or 8K, you have to open up the DJI Studio, but it's good that
Yeah, I understand.
yeah, but it's good they're fixing it, they're working on it. It's, I guess in the beginning everything always has glitches, right?
Right. So,
Yeah.
I'm glad that you answered the call, and we are actually moving on to the issues and making sure there will
Thank
be
you.
a proper resolution.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like I mentioned, let me give you a call back.
Yeah, what was your name
once
again?
there
I
is
didn't
an
get your
update
name.
from-
What was your name?
My name is Nathan.
Nathan. Thanks, Nathan. So, Nathan, you'll be calling me on my cell, right? And if I don't pick up, call me back because I'd like to talk to you to get instead of a message. But I'll try to leave my
No
phone
problem at all,
charged.
sir.
Yeah.
No problem at all. Yeah.
All right, Nathan.
So, yeah. So, let me give you a call back once there's an update, and then we can check on the
Sure.
special case. all right?
When were you thinking of calling back?
It should be within 24 to 48 hours.
Oh,
but
okay.
as
So
soon
it's
as
not
possible-
tonight. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
No, that's good. That gives me time to do what I need to do, and hopefully, you'll catch me again like today, which is great.
Understand.
Yeah.
Sure. All right, then. So, yeah, let me get back with the relevant team, and once I have an update, I can give you a call back.
All right. Thanks, Nathan. All right.
Sure.
I
No
really
problem. Have a
appreciate it.
fantastic day, sir.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. That was DJI Texas, but actually it was probably routed to abroad in Asia. Not a woman, abroad, meaning overseas. So they duplicated everything I had done, and they're having the same issue, which is great because it's not me, it's you. But a downside for them, because that's like bad for business. I could see people returning their 360s. He said they're not sure if it's a firmware on the camera or the firmware in the software, which is the desktop version. But the engineers are working on it, and they're going to fix it, which is great. So there's still hope. DJI drones for Jason's International. Drones for Jason's International. I know, right? I don't know. It's kind of messed up though, right? AFIX, and thanks to you, thanks to AFIX, otherwise we wouldn't have known. I would have been like, yeah, my 360 footage, because it's an isolated experience. When you open up the DJI footage in the DJI software on your desktop, on your computer, it's in 8K and 4K. I'm like, wow, that's so cool. And I upload it to forget it, and I'm like, wow, I can't wait till other people see it. And then other people see it, like AFIX or Ken or everyone else who shares, says like, something doesn't look right. And then that's when I started experimenting. I'm like, wait, but it was in 4K. What are they talking about? I could understand that it wasn't edited, because I just wanted to throw it up there and share it with the world. But it is a tedious process to edit 360 footage. But I'm glad I didn't, because it's a waste of time until they actually fix this. So I'm just going to keep throwing up raw footage when I can. But, knowing that, I was experimenting with it, and then DJI did the same thing, and they're like, yeah, you're right, there's something wrong here. And they uploaded to their version of YouTube, and apparently they saw what AFIX saw, which was crappy video on an 8K. 8K, no que, yo no sé por qué, right? Oh, no que pasa. Yeah, I know. Yes, Jason. Yes, Jason. I don't want to say your last name, but it's the second letter in the alphabet. But I just use Afix. We could say Jason. I just wasn't sure if you wanted to use your real name or not. That's why I always said Afix. Yes, from California. Do you hear those sounds or only me? No, I hear them too. The bring, that was your idea, Afix or Jason. Yeah, that was the software is amazing. I want to thank you for Jason's always helping us here on the channel. One, he put us in the right direction with DJI, and two, we're now using Streamlabs desktop. And I know when people have a message like so, I say, cool sound, because a lot of times I would be on the live stream and people would be chatting, and then Apex would be like, yeah, he usually doesn't check the chats until later, because I would just get so caught up. But now we can all be part of the experience thanks to Afix or Jason. We have 3D printing. We've got better. There wasn't a lot of 3D printing files we got from him and from you guys too that we still have in the lineup. Once the kids go back to school next week, we get, Jason's helped us a lot on this channel, which is great. And now we better desktop software. I think he started us out with OBS. I think it was your first recommendation, and then you suggested something else, and we did that. And then now Afix recommended this, and this takes the channel to a whole new level. Streamlabs desktop now, even though I should have before, can engage with you guys. I could do a soldering video, and I hear the ding and reply back, just look up and be like, oh, okay, which is really cool. And I missed that boat, but thankfully we can still pick up where we left off and have those videos and make them better. Except I don't see myself getting a drone anytime soon, especially since there's no care refresh, right? That other drone you recommended looked really cool, Marker Bay, but it doesn't have care refresh, which is a little bit of a bummer. It costs just as much as this camera. Maybe we can now build your live stream to the next level. Yeah, I think that's just that would be cool. But that's just up to the YouTube algorithm. Once the kids go back to school full time, because they start on Tuesday, I'll be on schedule again. And then of course, me, I don't really listen to the YouTube gurus. They say you have to be consistent with your schedule. And then you have other gurus that say, I don't know, but I was on schedule the last time, and it did help the channel a lot, being on schedule. And that was Ken's idea. Ken was the one who said, can you schedule your streams, because I have my kids and I have to plan, or I need to be able to plan around the show. And I was like, oh, all right. And I did, and I started planning around it, which I will continue to do. I will plan 3D print of the week, and I will plan the Saturday Night Live Q&A. We'll see what times those work out. But let's see, what we might be able to figure out how to add cool intro videos with your software and ending videos. Oh yeah, I did that a couple of times. I did the ending, which was this one. I'll do it on this when the show ends today, but I do have to go back outside to finish with what I was doing. But yeah, I like the intro. That would be cool. A lot of people do that. A lot of for me, I was doing, what was I, where's my Discord? Not Discord. I was doing this for the ending. 3D printer me, ending soon. Full version of me and printer intro. I think it's saved as intro. Oh, okay, it is saved as intro. So I'll end the intro with this one here. Let me go back into the studio layout. The editor is nice. You feel like you're in production. Like when I do like this. See? And see you all next time. We'll end it like that. The only thing is that, and then I'm gonna put myself back, and hopefully, oh good, the mic is there. You gotta make sure that, whoops, where's the full version of me? You gotta make sure that your mic is on each of these transitions. Otherwise, they're not like desktop. Let me see. There's a little bit of a delay. That's so weird. Usually in studio mode, you could see everything. Maybe I'll put it over here. Hold on one second. Instead of the main window. And then now, if I go to transitions, full version of me. Yeah, something's glitching out with the software. A little bit of a bummer. Desktop me. because usually, here, I'll show you guys. That's okay, it probably just requires a reboot. Here, so you see me here, window 1 and window 2 is live. In the edit version, you should be able to click on a window, and then it would pop up here, and then transition into it, and then you have, you know, but it's glitching out. I'll have to test that out. But I just updated too before the live stream, so I'm not sure. But yeah, you guys help bring this channel to where it is today, between Jason, Ken, Markaby, Midnight Off-Road Runner. You know, you guys all contributed. FPV Unknown, right? That shared ideas and videos and bringing us to the next level. You know, and said do this, do that, and which was great. You know, so all this would not be possible without you guys, and that's why I do the raffles, I do the giveaways, because, you know, I'm not just taking everything for myself. You know, I'm giving back to you guys, except, you know, the only downside is I'm not able to pick and choose, because that's why we do it via bingo. But AFIX is 95% of the stuff. But if you're overseas, we usually now will send you something equivalent via Amazon. So we'll be doing more of those too as we go down the line. But yeah, no, thank you. This is great. Everything. Hold on. Oh man, I gotta bring it into the other window. But that's okay, because now it's just me there. Do you have time to show the DJI app for your video? Might have a way to output RAW. Oh yeah, he did say RAW. He was mentioning RAW, right? Well, yeah, I do. I have a little bit of time. I have until, let's say, I can hack it until like 5:15. Then I do have to go. So yeah, let me just transition. Desktop. It's a bummer though. See, it's glitching out. Oh, here we go. Now it's working. Transition. Let me try it from over here. One moment, please. Me stuff. Nice. So now it's working. Desktop me. All right. All right. So. There is no, well, we'll try the one RAW. This is how it comes in on your, I'll show you what we get. It's not a MP3 file. When you turn on your 360 camera and it connects to your desktop, here's a file transfer. Any minute, hang on. Yeah, I was outside and they called. I was like, and it had like 2% battery left. And here's your file, cam01. So you have your JPEG for a picture, and then you have your data file. You know, I think it's left, right, something footage, and then you have your OSV file. And the only way to view the OSV file is in the DJI 360 application, or convert it from your phone into a movie, but then you lose quality and everything. So when I click it, right, it's gonna open up. And
well, you'll see why I'm a little freaky about it.
It opens up in a DJI Studio. That's the only way to edit this footage, unless someone comes up with a way. And then you can, you can go back home, open one of the projects, and then you have the option. This is just a small clip of my daughter after school. I showed her, she's never seen a 360 camera before. And when you export it, there are two options. You can export it as a video, which would be flat, or panoramic. Panoramic would be the 360, and these are only options. But sorry, yes, I heard the dings. Yo, I didn't hear no bells. All right, so let me just close that. I'll open it again, but let's see what AFIX suggests. Or Jason B, JB. All right, hold on. Do you have time? Yes, it's a little large. Yeah, that's because it's an 8K. If I did 4K or 2K, it would be smaller. But I had it in 8K. And the reason why I put it in 8K was because when you had said the quality was really bad, I said, let me try 8K. But then DJI called, and they said they're having the same problem too. But who does that? You know, like, that's like opening up a vegan, opening up a vegetarian restaurant and serving steak until the salad comes. Like, literally, it's crazy. I think your capture needs resize. I see right now Streamlabs app. You hear me? I think he doesn't hear. No, I hear you. Oh, my caption? What caption? Maybe, hold on. I have an idea. Where's my... I just need to find the cover. No, I hear you. Hold on, let me call Afix and see what he's talking about. We call him. I can unplug now since I'm like more than 50% charged. Let's go to what is it? Instagram, I think. Instagram, and then hold on. One moment, please. Unbelievable. How did you? Oh, call ended. That's so weird. Hey, let me just put you on speaker because I can't hear. Oh, can you hear me? No, wait.
Yeah.
How about now? You hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Oh, nice. So wait, what is off the what?
On your screen, all I see is the Earth and the word Streamlabs desktop.
Oh, okay. Let me get it out of the way then. Hold on. That's probably because I have. How about now? Yeah, you can't have that in the same window. Thanks for calling that out. How about now?
I'm waiting for it to catch up. Right now, I just see.
Let me do a refresh.